Hello, my name is Elias Munsha, and I'm live here on Facebook Live on our verified Facebook page, Elias Munsha. But I'm also live on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. So if you are getting us from YouTube, please subscribe and be one of the subscribers. I'm going to just let a few minutes pass here so that we can share the link as much as possible. And if you want to come on and talk to me, I have just shared a link on the side there with the StreamYard, and so we can chat a little bit. Okay. This is a very sad day for Zambia. Very, very sad. It's an extremely sad day. And the whole reason why it's so sad is that we have lost two members of parliament. Of course, one for sure, they're telling us that it's COVID related. One, we know for sure that it's COVID-19 related. The other one, we are not sure. We are not sure yet. There are some conflicting reports about Honorable Munkonge of Lukasha constituency in Kasama up in the north. And then the other person that we have lost is Honorable Rogers Moyawa, a very beloved person who worked very hard in Lusaka, founded a foundation for street kids known as Fountain of Hope in Kabwata area there. In my days as a principal of a theological college, we used to rent that facility for some time to have our lessons there. And so it's a very, very sad day that we could lose Rogers Moyawa, Honorable Rogers Moyawa. And we have also lost Honorable Munkonge. A very, very sad day. And it's definitely COVID related. And so the issue is, are we doing enough about fighting COVID? Those are some of the deep questions that we must ask ourselves, and these are the questions that we must reflect on. Are we doing enough in our fight against COVID? What do you think? First of all, you see, the way the COVID thing started in Zambia, we dismissed it, right? We were like, no, it's just something small. And then the president also changed the messaging in the sense that he said that this is the new normal. And in his new normal, he continued on with the business of the state. But not only that, he continued gallivanting around the country. And that is very, very sad. The reason is, if you have COVID in Lusaka and the presidential entourage, most of it comes from Lusaka, the possibility that you're going to spread this disease to the far-flung areas of the country is bigger. The risk becomes greater if you have people from Lusaka traveling to those far-flung areas. But unfortunately, I think there's been a very, something has really gone wrong regarding the messaging over the COVID-19 crisis. And now that MPs are not only sick, but they are dying out of it, it should help us change a little bit of messaging around it. What should it be? The first thing, it should come from the first family, from the president himself. So President Lungu must be clear about what is happening. He must not only be clear, but he must change the messaging that we are getting so far. The messaging has been, it's okay, let's continue with whatever we've been doing as long as we wear masks, okay? The problem with that messaging is it means then that the risk is going to be greater, in the sense that some people are still going to be gathering around even if they don't have masks. So the best thing is for the president to stop traveling around, going all over the country. He's spreading the risk of spreading Tuala Amalwele in Sioma and Shangombo and all those far-flung areas. So the president should avoid traveling, okay? The second thing is the president should tell his party to stop all these meetings that they are having. Just yesterday, Honorable Boman Lusambo is it Ndola or Kitwe? He was addressing a meeting in an open field, so many people together, and that is a risk for COVID. It's a very, very big risk. And so there has to be a way by which the president and the ruling Patriotic Front, they need to model the message that they're trying to put across. Because, of course, ZNBC is covering them. And what we are seeing on ZNBC is the fact that it's business as usual, People clumped together, not wearing masks, as long as they are wearing green, which is the party of the ruling Patriotic Front. I think that is a major, major concern. With such inconsistency in messaging, you cannot control the spread of this disease. Now, the good thing about COVID-19 is that it can be prevented. How can it be prevented? Because it is a virus that travels. It needs human beings to take it. You can control it by lessening your travels, lessening crowded places. It's not comforting to say no because we are having Soweto market is open, therefore let everything else be open. It does not work like that. The more restrictions you have, the lesser the likelihood that you're going to spread the virus. So even if you let Soweto market open, as long as you restrict some of these unnecessary political gatherings, okay? Because those are going to be like the incubators of the virus, and they're going to be spreading the virus from one person to another very easily. When you put some limits on ministers traveling, the president traveling, you are at least going to be containing the spread of this disease, right? Those are some of the common solutions that we need to have. I don't anticipate that Zambia now, okay, like the way South Africa did it, but Zambia can do some common sense restrictions. And I think we were doing just fine until the new normal came in. And for President Lungu, the new normal meant him going all over the place, all over the country. And doing what? Going all over the country. And it's not that he was just traveling in Lusaka. You see, Lusaka is the epicenter. The problem was he was now traveling to areas where there has been no COVID problem. And what is the problem there? I've already said enough about this. The problem is that you are likely to leave COVID in those rural areas. And therefore, this COVID problem is going to be a problem for all Zambia, So that is going to be confusing. It confuses the messaging. I think we can still do something about it. We can still do something about it today, okay? What about Parliament? I think the common sense thing to do is, first of all, it appears like Parliament is really bent on trying to pass Bill number 10. And so because of that, they are trying to keep members of Parliament as much as possible within Parliament grounds. We understand that they do have the technology now. I don't know how that technology seems to be working. But even in the middle of the technology, they need to stop some of their ambitions, like trying to debate Bill number 10. I think Bill number 10 has now been rejected by the people of Zambia. The best thing that they can do is forget about it, withdraw it from Parliament. And then after they withdraw it from Parliament, then they can relax, okay? Because right now everybody is so everybody's like they're sitting on hot coal. And you know what happens? You begin panicking, and having also and experiencing all sorts of confusion. So once Bill 10 is buried, I think cooler heads are going to prevail, and we are going to help with a consistent message that is going to be sent to the public. So COVID-19 still remains a very big issue, and we are wishing that the Zambian authorities are going to address it as soon as possible. Okay. And I think we were doing fine until the confused messaging came in. The Patriotic Front started having open meetings, disregarding social distancing, disregarding masks, and traveling all over the country and spreading the disease. That was the problem. King Fred says the opposition is also holding meetings. No, that is not true. The opposition is not holding these meetings like the way the PF are holding meetings. And then the other thing is the opposition, because it's imaging, right? the PF is being carried live on ZNBC. They're being carried on ZNBC when they are having those meetings. So when people see it on ZNBC, they think that everybody else then can have it. What is important is for the ruling party to exhibit some level of discipline, okay? Because cameras of ZNBC are on the ruling party. So when they begin modeling a restraint, when they begin modeling good behaviors, when they begin modeling good manners, yeah. So I think that's what the issue is. Tom says, with the rising number of COVID-19 cases, Mr. Lungu is busy campaigning. That is the problem, because for him, it's campaigning as usual, which ought not to be the case, right? Because we have this crisis. More than just campaigning as usual, what he needs to be doing is, cut down on traveling. It's very important. Cut down on all those trips, because for me, the only concern is if he begins traveling as he is traveling, he is likely to spread COVID to places that have not recorded any COVID cases. And that is going to be a problem. If COVID-19 is a problem in Lusaka now, imagine the people of Shangombo contracting it, when there are no facilities there. Of course, you'll be telling me, no, facilities for hospitals in Shangombo, because they built the new Shangombo hospital. This is how the Patriotic Front thinks. They think that because they've built a hospital, therefore they've solved healthcare problem. But what use is it? So imagine, hospitals but for you to, it is not enough just to have a hospital. You must staff it. You must have nurses. You must have doctors. You must have clinic officers. You must have other paramedic professionals. And then in addition to that, you must have medicine and equipment. So it's not enough that, no, because we've built a hospital in Shangombo, it's okay, we can take COVID-19 there. No, because that's building a hospital, it's not enough to fight COVID. So the best thing that you can do is, it's okay. You stay COVID. You restrict COVID to Lusaka as much as possible. So that at least now Lusaka won't survive with COVID. At least avena Shangombo ekobadi. Not avena Lusaka bafwa with COVID. Na avena Shangombo na avena bafwa with COVID. Who is going to remain in Zambia? Mulomo akobati wekateka wambo kutwala amalwere. Na wishi bati muli amalwere mu Lusaka. Waya nomba mukutwala amalwere kuisa kubena mushi. Atavena mushi na vena balwaleko. It's not good. It's not good. So I think Baboma and Lusambo, it wasn't Bomba and Lusambo, the one who was beating people in Lusaka and Kafue. Even Muita now, I was forbidden at Tawaego Lusaka. Mlando kobati COVID iliku Kafue. Efe achitile Bomba and Lusambo. Okumukanya Muvita na wat Muvita na waiwe. You can't move from Kafue to Lusaka because we are fighting COVID. Number Bomba and Lusambo, Eva Sangwa, in Kitwe, with a group of PF people in a no social distancing, everybody go forefront, contradicting the very things that he was trying to do at first. What has changed? It's because Niwakele and kind, and they've not taken this disease very seriously. They did it at first, but now afterwards they thought, let's just go ahead and do it. Bakanomba na abantu abakaire batampokula freedom. It's very sad. It's very sad. Yeah. Musa Abraham, Ministry of Health should go and test all the people in Shangombo. Yes. By now, I think they are probably infected. Because the president does not travel alone, right? Ndalanda Johnson ko bakateka tabenda bega. Shirechita kizo ko batulungu na ko atobwere. No, tefyo ndelanda. Mungu fushe bwino. If you're ndeso safia ko bati lungu tenda eka iyo. Bayabe na abantu lungu enda nabo. Kutirimbi umona ngo babiri na basitashana nabakwata COVID-19. Ero batu walira bena Shangombo, na bena Sioma, na bena Luampa. Innocent villagers abene balifye bwino kumushikulia mwa batu walira amalwele. Efyo ndera ndapo. ngachakutera fyati ni lungu weka mwamusenda lungu from State House mwamwensha nendege shazafu nashidendege shida kongwe kurasha mwamwensha from there mumtwala kulwampa dimbi kuti fyabombako nomba he doesn't travel alone enda na vakapokola enda na masoja enda na va OP elo enda na va some busy bodies vakampenga avakota vakoete with a clear role but balasangwa mo in the delegation ukuya kuisa kumushi. It's those people who are likely to carry the disease. Nshirendo kwa bati lungu na arwala. Mungu fishe wino yo. Icho ndela ndecha kwa bati. Awenda na lungu. Epa liyo wafyapu. That is where the issue is. Awenda na lungu. Epa liyo wafyapu. So the people of Shangombo right now are in danger because of those meetings that President Lungu had there and in Sioma. How do you do that, honestly, if you care for your people and there is a health emergency and you've not cleared this emergency? Things are getting worse. Fire bipirako. Tari kutekanya. Tari kutekanya. Solomon Simalumba, can they close down parliament already? Kutibachita Jan sinedaye. Kutibachita Jan. Ngabachita Jan dimbe kutifindu fya wamako. And Ninji Shivawa Kalunga, where's her comment? Barandirat, no, don't let us not felicit Kalunga Banandi. Barandirat, no, don't close it. No. What about just adjourning? Adjourning until at least we know what is going on with MPs. Because chances that we can lose all of them, neine parliamentary oversight limited kuwe mama na wakalonga weso. Ewa febuli podi mbibachitefia Jansi nedaye elo nomba kuntanshi they can then reopen after we figured out what's going on because this disease is quite serious. Yeah. I think that's what should happen. Otherwise, it's very sad, and my condolences. Kuliba Rogers moyo wanava munkonge chavi pasana sana over these unnecessary deaths. It's very unnecessary. Chirufya Mlenga. The problem is that the person who is supposed to be in the forefront to fight this virus in our country is fighting his own cancer. Lungu should have appointed another minister of health to save the people of Zambia. That could explain it. Because if you are a minister of health and then you have to be worrying about answering criminal charges, you can't dedicate your attention to things that really matter because what you are trying to do is to survive. Okay? So maybe what is needed is to set aside Vachitaluchilufia, drop him, so that he concentrates on recovering from COVID and also he concentrates on his criminal cases. Because these are very serious cases he's facing. Because kwena ngaba kutwala kukoti na BP no mutima ulatampo kutunta fimbi, because chimutunta sana. The reason is because you are in court. Tachangu kokuya kukoti and you begin defending yourself. It's not easy. It's very, very complicated. So number, if you are the Minister of Health, what is needed is dimbibaku funyako panono. Number walungu taba mufunyepo yo. And the reason is simple. Nicho, varia nankwe, vano nankwe, no kuiva kuine, veva nankwe. I think that is where the issue is. Yeah. But it makes sense, Chirufya Mlenga. It makes sense that they need to drop Dr. Chirufya. He needs to be dropped, It's a very huge burden to run a COVID response system when you are being accused by the Anti-Corruption Commission of stealing, or of receiving property reasonably suspected to have been a proceed of crime. It's very difficult. Yeah. So this is not the new normal. I think the messaging there got a little off tangent with the new normal thing, and so we need to go back to an idea that COVID is still a very big crisis. Avoid crowds, avoid situations that are going to spread the disease. I think that's all. we have to do. If you want to come on and say something, you can. That's our link to the chat there. I'm just posting it. Yeah. So now there is this issue of the apology. Apparently, Honorable Cornelius Mwetwa has been asked to apologize by the Speaker of the National Assembly to say, Cornelius Mwetwa, you must apologize because you said some things against the Vice President. Apparently, saying things against the Vice President is pretty bad. As an MP, you are in soup for it. Anyway, so Cornelius Mwetwa is in trouble with Parliament, you see. And the reason is he's demanding that the Vice President must first of all apologize for her lies. You know, you would excuse it. I had a very, very great Nkambo. Yeah. She passed away a few years ago. Wonderful, wonderful maternal grandmother. I think she blessed me, that woman. Yeah. Anyway, so I think what happens is a long time ago, imagine, where are we going to end? You know? You know, the youth were very nice people, you know, because not now. Now the youth of nowadays, they are strong. So first of all, what did she lie? She lied. The gassing was caused by UPND. That was a lie. When City Market was burnt down to ashes, whoever burnt it, she lied it was done by the UPND. Nomba echo tufuire at pantu bakote. Echo tufuire at yom kwai tabeka tabako tofi. Yom kwai mweva kote muleke obufi. That's the way you're going to resolve this. The youth, they are not patient anymore. So Cornelius Mwetwa has refused. Cornelius Mwetwa, he won't apologize. Of course, they will punish him. They will probably suspend him. But nakana at first, the Vice President from us Zambians. So it's a very clear message. Ngawa kota kule ko okay na mtaolekero ufingoli wabufi at least wa chef ya nyako obufi, you know. Not here covered about City Market, about the gassing, about butane, but at once butane passes, then the police will be able to control PF cadres. If you are Vice President, Nomba, you want the youth to remain quiet, to leave a chindika Vice President. Allah, the Vice President able to chindike. Obufu mu buchindiko omwene kayenge. Iwo mwene kule ko obufi. Nga wale ko obufi nomba. Eriwa abantu nabayiche bambo obuchindika. Nomba we mukote niwe bole bepa. At pass butane so that's what the Vice President Woma Inonge winner. That's what she was saying. Support butane. Because once you support butane, the police then will be able to arrest PF cadres when they misbehave. Ero nomba mutuwebe ati yo mkwai tabeka tabakote obufi. Aga. Abakote nabaleko obufi. Epera. Ngabarebe patwakulabe kata. Ngababe patwai kata. Ngababe patwai kata tuwalanda po ati ubufi. Tatwakula pita na mumbali yo ati yo mkwai. Fide fionse fide na afiponomba. Zambia is more complicated. That's why in Nderanda, Njuku Tarisa, but Nderanda, I'm addressing the people of Zambia. Ero nomba ubige ponobufi. Wakakwikata. Ngefyo bekete woma inonge. Obufi. Awakote ababufi. Nachivipa. It's not enough that uli mukote. Nomba nobufi wabikapo. Shivi sana. Awo mukwairi mwandiri nindeka obufi. Nindeka. Chirefoyo kowata abantu bakanjikata ti yo iwe kakote iwe. Musha weka kote uli kakote kaufi. So ine nindeka obufi. Because bayufi na bachiramo. Kuikata abantu. Teitwa kopwafe picture innocently bayufi nango waposta picture innocently bayufi kusenda ile picture ukuchito tuntu tumoto mubako ikata tuli wabufi. Imagine balungu posted all those pictures ukuposta sana ama picture ukuposta sana ukutwitire mpepo twaresta twaroresha twebere lungu mukari nakule fintu ku imiseo nanshika. Ya, mwandi. Munjerereko kwena. Atina nshike misebo lungu. Ama picture le posta. Iyaba, kanshi bufi mwe. Atukulungu na pera abantu amakwa culture isabi. Dide itola ikera vyeri mumumana. Lungu. Na tefintu ifikankala sana. Iyaba, kanshi bufi. Ma picture vale senda fe pa internet. Vale pa internet. Basenda ma picture ya bene. Ero nomba ba posta tefe barechita. Kateko mutuntulu, umukote. Kateko umukote. Ale posta tefe ma picture fya bufi. Nomba ba yufi kwena. Veka refie. Atiyo mkwai. Balombi ogwerero kuli kateka. Tuwe kateka. Konkani hapo kutuwepa. Aho mkwai. Fintu nafika kana nomba. Icha kukonka olubiro. Nobe uchikonka olubiro. Ba yufi nomba na bakalipa. Ichipesha mama. Tabale sumina. Alawafya sana. Wachirufya wesu. Amutishani.
Walichani mkwai.
Wino. Na mumfuate nga wakota kule ko obufi.
Mwandi ni fwe baleko nkamunu ma. I think ubufi tatu wakwate. Pantu chamusevanya.
Mwandi chamusevanya. Pantu wemukote bakuikata tu leveva. Wemukote.
No, it's very disappointing, and the thing is, it sends a very wrong picture to the international community. How are they supposed to trust our country? How are they looking at our country? Zambia was one of those countries that when you produce your passport, you hold it with pride. But today, it's very disheartening to see the place we are in. Let me just go back to Gary Nkombo when they were in Parliament addressing Chitalu Chilufya. Did when we tuwala no komkwai.
Ala ni mwa Chilufya. Lero mwakana ba Chilufya baneno.
Ineni na Chilufya mlengo wa kukasama. Uli I think wakulwa pula. Mwamo nopo tuwapusani napo. Inendo wakasa.
Iyo mgwai. Okay, tuwalalanda po iyo jashi. Mkonkanyeni.
Kwa wana wabemba wa munshira. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I was very disappointed to see a person who is supposed to be held accountable by Parliament to have such arrogance in responding to Gary Nkombo. He said that Gary Nkombo is bitter. He has all the right to be bitter.
It's true.
Coronavirus has killed almost 140,000 people in the United States of America.
Yeah.
We are in Zambia and you have stolen the money and you have the audacity to say that he's bitter. He is a Zambian. He's crying for that person in Shangombo, that person in Kabushi who has no coatem. That lady in Indola who was saying maternity wing, that's what Gary was crying for. But to have a minister of health respond with such arrogance, to me, it's just disgusting. And for a head of state not to ask him to resign, it is very disappointing. And I hope, and I hope and pray that the Zambian people are really watching and they should hold these people accountable. during elections next year, vekachitana postpone my elections. Bukaba social distancing. We need to distance. We need to vote. We are sick and tired. We are so sick and tired.
Kanshi, what we will do at Mlenga is there are several, so naimwebe nenomba mube mo very active in finding a solution. So if it's a political party, if it's just supporting, muchiteko support abantu bamuba.
I live in the United States. Irikwali fifia manankane fifia ba youth balaba ire mumpanga bali. I was kind of one of the people who was in the background, but I live in the United States. But I'm very actively involved. I'm very involved in matters of my country, you know. But you see, if we're Zambians, ilingi, we take a laissez-faire attitude to serious matters that in other countries there would be war. These are serious issues, but us Zambians, we have a cavalier attitude towards anything. Umuntu he's still in office. Are you kidding me?
Imagine.
No.
So let's continue. Let's continue doing that. Let's continue doing that, Bachilufia Mlenga. Thank you very much. I think let's continue doing that. But Aaron, let's push on Pari Lidiash. Aaron Nepomuli. Anyway, that's the thing, and so we've got to continue holding these people accountable, and I thank you. You see, human nature is such that we are all disgruntled, and when we are disgruntled, we need to make decisions. That's the thing, right? When our ancestors from the Luba-Lunda Empire, in the Luba-Lunda Empire, they decided to leave. They said, no, we can't stay. We can't stay here. You know, they decided with their chiefs in those days. They were disgruntled, you know. And then we came and we established Zambia. Now in Zambia, we got disgruntled with Abasungu and we said, we don't want you. You know, we were disgruntled. And there was one party that was leading. It is known as the African National Congress. Kaunda got disgruntled with the ANC. You are not radical enough to achieve majority rule. And Kaunda broke away from ANC. You are not strong, you know. He got disgruntled. That's why if anyone is calling you a disgruntled person or a disgruntled youth or a disgruntled in court, it's okay. You have a reason to, you know. Change always comes from people that feel disgruntled. Efyo Kaunda afumine from ANC. Because ANC was the opposition party, was the party for Africans to lead to independence. Kaunda decided no. Got disgruntled. You need continued ruling until Muma 90s Mulia. A few people got disgruntled with Kaunda and they said, we are going to leave. And then they introduced multi-party democracy. A democracy to Kwetere. Nabasata when Sata was dribbled by Chiluba. You know, if you actually Chiluba, you know, Chiluba was a political engineer. Instead of giving the mantle to Michael Sata to continue, Chiluba decided to bring in Mwanawasa. Michael Sata evere no. Ichikalirwa pansaka musumba wabwali. That's what Michael Sata said. He got disgruntled and within a month left and formed a political party known as the Patriotic Front Party. He was disgruntled because I didn't want to under MMD until 2011. So in this 2021, if you are disgruntled, it's okay. The United Disgruntled Party, you are fine. Okay? You are still living within the tradition of what makes our country great. Keep it up. You disgruntled elements. Pakamuga leteko change. Elo futi ngayaisa change in 2021 futi. Let's try something. Because balungu bafirwa. Anto ko enango leteka wafirwa. Nisho wafirwa. Kuchinjako ishani kuchinjako itimu na change go. Bambi na bena batekeko. Twakulaisha fiefifi nempaka na Yesu akese turubula in Zambia. Twakula chinjafie. That's what we'll be doing. Takuli at one political party that rules forever. There is nothing like that. If you are Bowman Lusambo at they are not going to to lose the election. It's the people of Zambia that are going to choose. It's not Bowman Lusambo. This is not like Bowman Lusambo na the family yakwe na abana fifine niba shimpundu ba Lusambo. Ero baanda tiyo mkwaye abale vota fini wampundu veka. Yo mkwaye abale vota. It's the whole people of Zambia. Eva kala vota. Eva kala vota. Eva, namugwato tumashiwe.
Okay.
Alen, poseni pwelia shamutisha.
The double refresh chikapa. Ngaba yada mashuwa chandalia takwaba takwa kawya kwa bati achapa alepusha kupsha kupera example twa mwali mfapo nkoko ngaba mipikira fe mfiko roba kwa itone shoro bakwimi hapo
Waboma Lusambo
mangalo yadia Zambia tension te high school kwa bati pali head boy na ediga kwa kutaba kula tungurulawe bantu basara so tabashefu atanda powadi ero orofutima wanu sa omuntu ali papa wafuta ali fiana ni kuisa kwaba
achane bish mulera
omuntu ali papa wa ali fiana shamfra pweka festiga
Ivo ati umuntu ngali papa watafiala mwaiche Bowman Lusambo mulumendo ligena fiare mweko ero population mzambe tuli banono tambona ati corona yaipa ya ola abantu lekena abantu bafiare bafiare fimpundu ama ntshana ati pantu ali papa watafuira okufiara awo mkwai yo baiva mtonto nkaniepo sana pale lya ishiri lekeni abantu bafiare echifiare na bare fiara abantu na bafiare mwebo bafiare lekeni abantu bafiare kwali batu because you are name finish wewe aleka okufiara nombani chala bashaninga tale fiara umulumendo shuwa Bowman Lusambo lyo mwaiche ni youth Bowman Lusambo mwaiche pali 9 mshini size ya ndulia mwaiche hapo na ine pano pene ndi kuti na afiala nomba niishi tefuiro okufialira Bowman Lusambo aho mkwai lekeni abantu bafiale mwebo yangu tata mai aho kwena iva muansekesha wachiranda fe bwino pafi wachiranda Bowman pafi ankoko and shan file nombero wasareta mweti ya shiri ya kufiala yo anso okuteka na bwino kufiala kutu wateka shaninga taule fiala kufiala tuteke bwino lekeni abantu mwebo bafiale yangu yeah. Rachel Kickson Misava, you know what, the flu affects all of differently. For some of us it affects so bad we can't do anything. We have people that love us and would hate if we die. We have people who care about us. Yes, yeah, I agree with you, Rachel. I agree with you. Oh, no, Noreen Hart says Lusambo is 43. Oh, mukulu padine. Oh. Amoneka kwa tumwaiche limoto misango tumomwe. Tumoneka kwa naka limoto wa waiche. Kanshi mukote. Yangu tata mai. Numbaba kote 43 sure. Kutubali station behave ya msango. Imagine panomperere juo kumbona fe pirikiti. Ati ndeka ni abantu kuingira mukafyo. Nokula bwata sana. No wamwe foot big bootlicker. Wemuko teka ili nwebolera ndati wa foot bootlicker. Ifyo kushira ko bayofi. Numba bayofi na bena nabakana. Nabakana. Bayofi. No, I can't. Can you be Boma Lusambo Wakote? Yeah. I don't know the age. What was the story? I didn't understand. Noreen Hart. No, the story was the issue was Bowman Lusambo was on radio. So bachiraranda firafina balondororo tuntu. So bachirarondororo kwebati PF tayaka fumepo. Ero bapera example ati chimo vanoko vakuipikire nkoko na supu. Ero mba vakutonisha kutu supu pa ludimi. Chide wacha test. Ero nomba basa kuipisha tibushole FYI. Ero nomba wachita shani. Katuishina example bachiraranda. So because mba vanoko vakupera kutu supu tuwa chicken wa umfo bwino sana. Tetu fumepo iyo. Example bachirapera. Chibena tabaka fumepo. No, but the question you today, and the same question you even maleve ya kwa tubushe. Chalo chakwa kutuaranda ni chinyanja. Chalo chakwa anoko. Yo. Ama elections te yako anoko. Bantu basala, bantu babika. Ukula chitakwana kalimwati yo leadership mu Zambia. Yo mkwa inangu nogu waku ipikire ifya wa mashani uyo ni inoko. Ama elections vyapu sana. Mlandu wako wata ama elections bantu basala. Iwe nkoko bachira ndapo baboba shimpundu. Bachira ndapo ni nkoko yako ewa noko waku ipikira. Kainge ni noko waku ipikire nkoko. Kulie. Pero te chaku tampe. Kainge ni inoko. So nombecho turebe pusha baboman. Bushe Zambia. Chaba kwa tichakulia noko waku ipikira. Nisharande mufyo Arabia reranda. Nalikana sana okulanda. Kano Arabi umwine. Pantu chitundu chakwe kairi. Ine ni noko. Not fia vimbi. Not fia vimbi. Hey, but have you seen the video going around where the head of state was saying they have been losing elections since 2016, but they are still in power. Even next year it shall repeat itself. Katuishe fubadera ndapo ine valungu mwe. Because valungu ni mubarando tuntutoko wataturi very well coordinated. Katuishe katuma jokes fienga nishani. But anyway, 2021, I think it is. So every one of us should play a role. Na diaspora na bonsa bali Zambia, do your part. Ero diaspora na bena na beza hot. You are not going to limit us. Amen. Bi Mufonka, how old are you if he's older than you? How old am I? Okay, guess. My age is all over. You can even find it on Facebook. Whoever by Facebook, watch the find. Wala isanga. You find my age. Sombo mlenga piri. Obviously. Iyo if na rembere. Ineteti mfiberenge because accent matters. Nefe wafiranda tu watukana. Ine chama na anda po noko. Not sombo piri mlenga. Kano yowe ne sombo piri mlenga wise polande wamfa. Pantu dimbijiti mducheno. So kutu wafilanda bwino. Nanga ni mwana mbewe. Mulefo kulanda. Nibigepo. Chiteni down. This is the link. Mlande mchinyanja. Pantu inete mfilande ya mchinyanja. Yeah. Kampamba Kennedy nemulando ole mbepe shave 50 years kwisa. Ala 50 years ine. Efyo mboneka mboneka 50 years ninji infui. Ninebo yufi ishimfu ishi. You see the beard name for at I'm 50 years. No. Sylvia Chue is right. Somewhere there. But 1980. No. 1978. but very close to that. Nomba baba lempera at 50. Ha im yomkwai nakana. Anyway, elo tabeshiba when you are turning 40, because if you're, you know, when you were thinking, you think the same way. You know, you think the same way when like I'm 40, 41, I'll be turning 42. When you're turning 40, you still think the same way. You still think the same. You still think like 27 years old, you know, because takube chinja. You know what I mean? Kumana fenga wasamona mumira, ero wasangata. There are changes, aye. Atife bakote ife. Nangu others begin calling you uncle. Msonda, na Kenneth Kapodio Kampamba. Every chitika. Iwole enda fe mumsebwebere. Oh, that urenda fe mumsebwebere. Kaliya kamuntu aye. Kagero wako kalepita. Ero gasa kuita tanko. Ero wapapa webere. Kash ninkota. Dimbe wa mama wena warebe pera, because dimbi still in her mind bachiri ni ba yufi na obofi, so no mbakofu manako kana kali mofi Sylvia Chibo tulingene fi one Zambia, one nation. One nation. But what we need to do is, you know, to advance no obofi tuvuye tuwareka mama no obofi, because bayufi are not patient anymore. That's why no obofi. Monica, you are the same people who were saying there is no COVID in Zambia. Why should they close if truly you know there is no COVID? Monica, which same people? Are you talking in general? There are people who are telling people they cannot tackle COVID in Zambia, or you are talking about me personally? No. Right from the start, I was on this point of COVID. Even when we were doing Good Manners music, we were talking about COVID, about exercising caution and precautions about COVID. So mwimbe peshat yo, I never took it seriously. I took it seriously, very, very seriously. Yeah. So I took it very seriously. Actually, Ndikiti, I think 39. No, 39 in value fiabo. Yeah. Yeah, so no, Monica, I did not say that it wasn't serious. It was serious and it remains serious. Abasha taking it serious. Nobody ever deiva. Because in a even PSha COVID, ever shaf taking it serious. They're the ones. So do not think that I'm the problem here. No. The problem is Saruchilufia. Call for his resignation. Call for his resignation. Jacob, are you ready to let Nidiash? But Jacob, Mulet Posha and Padi Didiash.
Mukoi, Mawabed.
I am Kwai. Then let Nidiash.
Now, you know what I'm wondering, Bulen, Dete Rama Sakamiko. Wakti that Abantunga Ngawadi Pamaradi. Amashi Varanda Utirat. Yo Tuarikwa Tamaka, Aya Kutirati. Ngaturefuaya kuti paniko itetiale endauka paniko itetiale endauka, like last time vachama kulala ndati yo muke kate kambwiri ngaturefuaya ate akale shinguluka twali kwatama konse akucheko turefuaya ero nga bakapokola nga bakano kumwikata nkachita direct ifinefi. This is very bad and uncalled for words from leaders. Mwirati wali kwatama kayonse akutefe baje fwa muno chalo ni wana mwe bantu.
Now Ufi.
Baru sambo ati teti bachinje obuteko ni wana.
Ufi na wakulunga. balusambo n'abavulunga
mwe bantu bakwaleza amasakamiko ine nga ndempa okufuna mbabaleta abantu. It's so disheartening. Tabarefa nomba nangfeo abachita oppose ninshiniwene uwa tafati kwa untungurushisu mayumfa kufyo bale ipanda man. But abanenzo abatarefa yolande Philippines nga walande chili chonse etiyo senstefi ninshudi movie kamuikateni challenge.
No, and I agree with you. That's why we must continue advocating for rights of citizens. No bakani na fie. No kubeka tobu fi. Ati mumulindo shibulevepa bufi. I think that's what we need to do. So bamwiranga ba fine baresa bayira kubebera po ati mwe bamwira. Femulera nda fia bufi. You don't have power to command the police to go and arrest a person who is innocent. That's what we need to do. Eronga baye kato omuntu nga fefine baye gete uli omulumendo bamposa mu kifungo for several days, you know, over a case yako batiri bailable iri bondable. Why should they do that? So we should continue calling them out for those lies. Yeah. We need to continue calling them up. Yeah. Alfios ati bakolwe bani ni bani mule bati ni bakolwe mchenjere sana ka bale mikata defamation of character. Pan defamation of character umuntu ngate kolwe elo yo amwe bati ni kolwe it's defamation of character. Kanonga wasala ndako some attributes ya kwa kolwe, for example ngwanda tini we kolwe defamation luse saninza no manga waranda to okutola ngakolwe nishi. You are just using a likeness yakwa kolwe, the behavior yakwa kolwe with the behavior of that person. So to waranda iwe mune ule ko kwenda oka bantu lenda oka no kutola oka nani ngakolwe, you know. Lero ulikuli uyu musambo mairo waya wabutukiro okule tolaka bekwati nikolwe. Yeah, lero nga waefe nga waebo omuntu ati iwe ni wekolwe awe ifyo kulufyani ifyo ifyo kulufyani ifyo mwumva. So beisa mukumikata nanga baisa mukumikata kutumwa beba tawe chibemba mwalo sishe mukwe ati batola okanga kolwe balyanga kolwe vevanga kolwe bantu ifo kolwe ba nifileva ko bat ngata uleroresha na watama you know ama fruits iwe you are not paying attention to your bananas kolwe ai stashani ai saiba so chiremune kona kalimo vevanga shani vevanga kolwe. What about the issue of Rwanda rebel, which was even on BBC, that our president is involved, promised 1 million and made down payment of $100 and something. How true is that? Alan Martin, fiabufi. Pantu kwena, ubufi, kumona fia fintu fire moneka, wa umfuati fi. Tafipali deko na okupalako. Aini, ichi kwa ngabachi mwena kuma mpalanya. Ni mono ubufi kulutu wa paranako, ubufi uwena tafipale neko no paranako. So, ninji shokoli abanandi aba fichitire believe sa no ko bati chachine if you karebo leader gare kalera nda Rwanda. Fiabufi. I don't believe it. Go bati lungu ali somewhere bati ngakupera 1 million go on top of the Rwandan government. No, it's not. I don't believe it. Right? Whether that rebel leader spoke about it in court or anything like that, it's all lies. It's Kagame's propaganda. That is the problem, because Tatua Muish Kagame, if for Zambians and some other Africans, Mumonagoda Kanimo Kagame is a model of leadership. No. Lungu will not be the first president of a rebel leader to accuse him. Kagame has accused the presidents of Congo every day. Na lero line Kagame na Museveni ku Uganda tafyumfuana. Kagame balipsana nowa ku Uganda. Kagame balipsana nowa ku Kenya. Kagame balipsana nowa ku Congo. Kagame balipsana nowa ku Tanzania. Kagame balipsana nowa ku South Africa. Kagame alipsana na bonse. Ero bonse abachitafi accused the same thing as they are trying to topple his government. Kagame wabufi. Don't even take what happens in Rwanda. No wine. People are saying that the pictures are doctored. I'm a picture kwa Kagame yonse. They are doctored in the sense that bala ya panga kona karimu amone kakwati mutari. Mamone if you reach Lungu with pictures, ni Kagame watampire. Nobody dabai mini na Kagame na Malanji. Elo mwasa mwana kanshi yama picture ya langa kona karimu wa Kagame batari sana. It's ni angle of yama cameraman bachitera pic. So Kagame wabufi to an extent that even pictures, if you're Kigali, if you're Filia, my pictures yabufi. Na height yako, if yabufi. Na imumweba ya Kigali, amitwala fimu Kigali epela, amisenda fiku airport, ero nomba wami airport into Kigali, amitwala kumulungushi conference center ya Kigali, ero imumwatasha sana ukobati Kagame is working. Rwandans are in poverty. They are being killed like rats and cockroaches. There is no freedom of expression in Rwanda. There is no development going on in Rwanda. So, imumweba just praise Okobati Kagame is some wonder model of an African leader. He's not. This thing of accusing the Zambian leader is just one of his usual ploy of what he does. Nomba ngatabateke nyeba lungu ngatabashipile. You know, if they are going to let the Rwandan intelligence come into Zambia and begin killing Rwandan citizens that live in Zambia. FYI. Panto kwena, Kagame kills his opposition before they even walota fia to arach the challenge Kagame, you are dead. Nomba, how did this rebel leader survive to even have his day in court? When did Kagame know about Lungu's involvement? Was it when he arrested this rebel leader? Was it when this rebel leader testified in court? This is a criminal case, which means that investigators had information prior to what this gentleman is saying in court. If you know, if we to send it, it's something serious. Okay, what Lungu is funding a rebel leader in Rwanda? No. Otherwise, Rwandan intelligence is going to come into Zambia. Nama Rwandan refugees via Kagame alefo kuipaya. Akatampoku bepaya. Mwandu wako watu balungu bena bachitafi mention muli ifi batutuma bebere. There is a problem here. Batutuma bena. Kumu chitafi ignore. No kumweba ati nga ukandumbulepo. Efya kumweba Kagame. That's how a strong leader needs to do. Kumusoka. Anokusoka the High Court ya Rwanda. Ukubati nga mukandumbulepo ine azlungu. Chikabe sana. I don't even know what he can do to them. You don't do that. How can Kagame even think about allowing a rebel leader to implicate Lungu into those things in Rwanda? Ama Rwandans abene tabomfuana bala yipaya ero nomba bese balanda jioni Lungu alenga fia chawe ero ine nomba tampe kokuba excited that your church in Lungu is involved kwena ine Lungu njamutemwa mlandu wanje ugerenga ero nshame fisa mwebena Zambia mu 2015 nali mu chitire endorse but na mwena ati akaleta koka a little change from the SATA nepotism. A church in Alice signed constitution, but after that, leadership yestashani down. Baba corrupt. If my anda bale kula bale ibe chuma chachalo na bale ibata bale batamfia bale umfuana na bakabwala and everything else. I have reasons to say no. I don't like Lungu. No mbefia ko Rwanda fiabufi. There is no strategic reason why Lungu would be involved in Rwandese affairs. It is in fact Kagame who is trying to interfere with Zambia's internal affairs. Kagame is the problem, not Lungu as far as these things are concerned. Obwafia ni Kagame, te Lungu yo. Bantu we muntu nga niwebo Kagame, unawishbat nabakuletera dose yafyo rebel leader lelanda. Kumwita ule rebel leader tububufi. Ngafianshi, why are you trying to implicate Edgar Lungu into this? And you act before the guy even testifies in court. Wamwita Lungu at Lungu umfu obufi uyarelanda. Mwatsa resolve your issue. You don't let something go to the High Court. Elo fidafia ko High Court number. Elo Zambian authorities batuma a delegate to Kigali to go and bow down before a useless leader. For what? The whole nation of Zambia, a Christian nation, powerful. Nama soldier tuwalikwata, baka pogola tuwalikwata, nemfuti tuwalikwata, nama bomb tuwalikwata, nama tear gas tuwalikwata. Imitundwisha lekana tuwalikala mumtende, abatonga tuwalikwata, abalozi tuwalikwata, abena mwanga tuwalikwata, abawushi tuwalikwata abepi. Na abena ngumbo tuwalikwata. We are a diverse country, we are a rich country. Ero nomba tuwatuma our minister okuya mukuchita bow to Kagame for what? For lies? Okay, muncha fuirisheko bane. Nshishi. Why? Because a rebel leader testified in the Rwanda High Court. Okweba Lungu promised him 1 million to topple the Rwandan government. Kagame is one of the leaders that are responsible for the instability of the Great Lakes region. Cotton area, Rwanda is export to the rest of the world. If makuisa, teba fye ku Congo. Ero nomba ifu ya Zambians that you mkwai Kagame mutari. And why do you like Kagame at you mkwai? We like Kagame pantu mutari. Alawafia. You like Kagame at pantu mutari. Ero alikuata naba nabatari. Because of pictures. What is the other reason that mkwai pantu tuwalia kukigali and then tuwalisa mona abantu nabatantama waiting for buses? And because there was so much order in Kigali, ifotwa mutemwa Kagame. Ala. Echo mwa muteme nwa Kagame. Munje, but which system would I prefer between the Rwandan and the Zambian system? Zambian system. Pantu ifo mu Zambia. Lungu ngalufyanya. Tola muevera po. Nokutuka kwa mtuka. Nokutuka Lungu kwa tukana. Ero batu tola kukota tiwe kutumwa toka shani Lungu. Ero mulie mkoto wa yalondoro yo mkwai nshalo seshati ati Lungu nimbo ya kuchawama. Umunalo seshinareva umbi fye ulia umbi Lungu umbi. Umunalo seshati nimbo ya kuchawama. Teka na leto. A tradition yesu mu Zambia, a democracy. Elo nombarelo munje bati yo mkwai, we should model our democracy over Rwanda. Rwanda my foot. Fwebene mutuleke. Abena bomba ngabasa baira firefine, we tell them off. Bamuhila, we tell them off. Nabama inonge the vice president ngababepa. Mwetwa stands up in parliament and says, mweba kote mulibabufi. That is the power of democracy. That is what we are as a country. Nomba ineteti Kagame baya pango bufi. Egon support that yom kwai budiobufi wa Kagame is the truth about what is happening in Zambia. No. Chomwebe kalachalo in area ya Rwanda. I don't even want that young kwai nde supporter Kagame. For what? Kagame is a murderer. Eule later confusion in the Great Lakes region. Anso Lungu ngatatu mineko na malanjo kumutuma ku Rwanda. For what? Therefore, it's a very stern statement. Ukumusoka Kagame. ati Kagame nga ukabweke shepu efiwachita kakutumina bakomando bakomando kai ngolefo enkondo ngakutumina bakomando also bali palamina no palamina. I think if it's satava tuwalile kukawambwa marine unit eh? What is the marine unit? Kulatini ya feba kasai babululu shesu bakasai ukubetira sana empepo and it's just ordinary fishermen ebo imuba komando mwako serapo ordinary fishermen babululu shesu abalunda abaushi babululu shesu ifu abena katanga ebo mwako serapo with that commando unit. No. If yako chita kumutumina a very stern letter Kagame ukumweba ati nalikwata bakomando kukawambwa wika weke shapo ala Kagame atuteke mfine over what? Nicho not Lungu's advisor. Nganari Lungu's advisor. Nganalandire fenje berene ndeke. Why? Secret flight yanin. Nicho fe ba yufi eba change. Ba yufi badi sa mwana bere challenge jet yaya kukigani. Ba mwenati is our president who went to bow down to Kagame. For what? So no message ya kushipa. Ububuteko bubushipe ba malanji bashipe, you know, balungu bashipe to tell Kagame off. For goodness sake, you are the president of a country. Akamuntu ka chabe kaya mukukulumbula ku Rwanda watutuma. Alalungu nga wafiwa kuteka tubike po abashipa, tubike po abahome. Kange wafirwa. Waya mukututumina Kagame. For what? Tubike po nshimbi. Kisha kwa wati Kagame ngasaba ila kumusoka. Iwe Kagame, you are a dictator. Zambia, we are a democracy forever. Nefe tuwa ikala naifwa. This is our democracy. Not if you kwa wati kula wila lumbula, pono kulumbula. Don't even mention lungu. That's diplomacy. Diplomacy for what? Number one, Malanji Bamba Kokusavaira, because they can't stand up to Kagame. So they are saying that they are trying to find someone who made that rebel leader to mention Lungu. Where did we get this bunch of sissies from? Bamalanji. At no mabala tampo for not wish poco bade, not wish. Kirafi never inonge wina via towards HH na Malanji benena tuishiba mapinda barerandira mugoba ati HH uchitire instigate ugoba that rebel leader in Rwanda should mention Lungu. They don't think. Why would HH do that? For what? Balungu muli ba mwenso na Malanji wenu mwenso weka umwenso mwakosera fe pali HH no kuikata kampwiri epera lelo akamuntu akachabe ku Rwanda kamilumbula mofye mwasabaira ala Rwanda ka small country, a very little tiny country kambokola mitinya na imumwa tutumechi pesha manu ati nafwa ngakuvo walafwa weka ifo fwe mazambians walikuwa tama komando waka tuwafuirisha umwenso ukepa ya weka ni wewe ukepa ya weka ufira muwendo ifo tu walikuwa tama komando oh man, this is serious. Just sleep Mdala, leave Rwanda alone. You have failed to comment on the constitution as a lawyer. You want to comment about another country. Oh, sorry. Mleanda pali inena mleanda pabantu bambi. Felix Ross, are you talking to me? Kalubanguni, yava ati tuwike po abaume at this bunch of sissies. Munjerere kwa ini, they are not a bunch of sissies. Na chilufia nyaini, Nombaka inge tali abaume bafire pamone kati abapali abaume bare kulumbula fe ku Rwanda bwangu kare wabika po statement ati Rwanda wika bwekesha hapo to mention our president tap and you resolve it. What would Kagame do? Kagame bali musula ni mwe Mzambia mwe batutuma bali Kagame all the people in that region bali musula bali ishiba Nabo balungu bena batutuma. HH has substituted the devil in Zambia. We blame him for everything. Sad. If you answer to HH, at so can't HH arengero koba to the rebel leader alumbu le lungu. Oga Dasi, very developed small country. Puffy. Rwanda is not a very developed small country. No, that is not true. Okay, factually not true. Why is there confusion? Why is there a problem right now between Rwanda and Uganda? Rwandans buy commodities from Uganda. They are cross-border traders. That is what is happening there. Uganda closed that border, Rwandans, but Rwandans keep skipping, going to Uganda to buy fieka. Kagame fyach tangawala ndinga mu Kigali kumitwala fye wino kuisa in Kigali, the capital city, epela elo alandako democracy is development ama isosele ama yendere. That is democracy. That is sweet development. Democracy. Rwanda takwaba. That's why you rebel leader at survivor shan because Kagame alepaya. Ulande kofe panono ba ipaya. Ero na ifobene ku Zambia. Twalikwata this youth went back to Rwanda ba ipaya. Within a year umwachi ba ipaya. Nako kale sabairati ndefo kuba president wa Rwanda. Kagame aipaya. Nomba mwisa mutwebe at Rwanda is a developed small country. It's very good at PR, nama picture. Mkwai. Ansa na balufyanya sana to implicate Lungu in any of these things. Nichubali mutola obviously Lungu. Have you been to Rwanda? If you want to know any story about Rwandans, this is the problem with Mwebantu beso. Kabieni kuchawa ama epela. Mwala basanga ma Rwandans. Ikaleni nabo panshi. Landeni nabo. Mube pushe. What keeps them awake at night? You ask them that. Take we pusha ine newa kwangana ya Kigali na la landing pa airport ero bantu wale in a hotel in Kigali epela ukukumbinga waya wafwa ngawasela pofie. You are a visitor to Rwanda, wasela pofie panono from your itinerary wafwa eko mlela ndate eko nkayekwi iyo mkwai mweba leta shaka Kagame konkani nipoko mutashe fefini nebo no. Aho mulife bwino pofure pamone gapali abaume ichalo chonse tubeba kuli Kagame. Imagine. Allah. Kuli Kagame. You entire president of Zambia, the Republic of Zambia. Turibanga 15 million, 20 million. Turibanga Mzambia. Nama soja bako saa strong. Naba yufi abengi. If we want to raise an army of 1 million or 2 million, we can do it within a second. Eromba ture tutumu mlandu wa Kagame kamada. David, I've been to Rwanda. It's a nice place. Yes, Kigali is a nice place. Elo ali chayako notumiseko bwino. Ero nomba alatinya na abantu. So kwimini na mumulaini bwino. Kwati masoja. Chira muntu. Kata weminine bwino wafwa. Ebu fika game. That's the thing that he sends around. Ama refugees. Wafwa okuwerera mu Kigali. Wafwa. Echo ndela ndako chako bati our president in Zambia should not be cowering to Kagame. Komu soka Kagame okwebati wika bwekeshapo kundumbula mo. That's what we needed to do. Not if you're at diplomacy. Diplomacy for what? For a criminal like Kagame. Allah. Diplomacy with Kagame. Obu fibu abepesha lungu. Ali bepesha bonse in the region. Nomba imulenjeba. Burundi is wrong. Congo is wrong. Uganda is wrong. Kenya is wrong. Tanzania is wrong. Ethiopia is wrong. South Sudan is wrong. The only person who is right is Kagame. Nomba ala chitamo na implicate lungu na ena. Zambia is wrong. Bena fie Kagame evantu. Era bika Zambia mfia upuba ifia Rwanda. Era bika mulungu mfia upuba. Fwebene we have issues with lungu turemu dealing anankwe next year tatwaka mvotere. Nomba in the meantime he still remains the commander-in-chief of Zambia's armed forces. Bera mulumbula mumfia upuba ifia Rwanda. Amwamona omwana nchipakupako obwafya bwako batimu mwema soja bakade no manamukota kanshi mubebe ko history bwino iya masoja besu mu Zambia efyo bashipa ebifya ko bati nomba we subject our country to Kagame no yomkwai ba komando bonse ati yo Kagame for what This story must be taught by you. Mwe bakote. Ama soja bakote. You see? If you cover our president, I had to tuma because of Kagame. I don't think, okay, but no man. I don't think Lungu funded that rebel leader. For what? Anyway, dimbiba nankwe wako Lungu because Lungu nankwe company yako, it's a very bad company of corrupt criminal mafia elements. Dimbi, but no. Devi Igwe, vamunshanda ikot, era vika Zambia mfia kupuba. Kagame era vika Mozambia mfia kupuba. Kagame ngana kwa the situation here kwa tarech the fight. Let him just fight it, okay? We know he's the president. Let him just fight it. And he shouldn't begin complicate. Number 9 for Zambia, a very peaceful country, but to become a number into Rwandan nonsense. Where are you? Are you supporting Lungu? The matter is in court. Lungu not yet removed in the matter. Daniel Zambia, sorry. Achani. Bushana move on deranda. Even in Kweva about what I feel about Lungu. Between Lungu and Kagame, between Zambia and Rwanda, I'll choose Zambia. Zambia is my country. Zambia is my nation. Zambia is a very powerful country. Zambia, we have democracy. That's what it is. It makes a huge difference. And in Zambia, we can remove the president and change. No kubika pombi. In Zambia, we can in Zambia. In Rwanda, there is nothing like that. In Rwanda, you are dead. Elo nomba mulanda I should support Rwanda. For what? At there was something in court that was happening in Rwandan court. A Rwandan court, you're going to trust a Rwandan court. which mentions your head of state. Mweba nandi. We are all anti-lungu. Ine nsha mifisa okwebata anti-lungu. Therefore, lungu afumepo. Onva. Next year, tukamuvote out. Lungu pantu. Nikerenka. Taishiboko teka. Takwata mano yako teka abantu. Nafumepo. Efyo na ishivaine. Tubike puumbi. Nombo bufiwa ku Rwanda. Bufi. Kairi mulomo. Elo chivi sana. Kagame afuiro kuichefya bwino sana. Angso ifo kumzambe nifoto walino okumuita Kagame ati Kagame solondo lole ifyo lera nda ifyo vya ku Rwanda. Ama Rwanda nzabene bali kwata confusion. They to become as a peaceful country. Emo na alosha. Mule trust koti ya Rwanda tiyo mkwai koti ya Rwanda eifure yafumia your head of state. Ala. Why? So which means any other country can just manufacture karebo leader kaima kebere ni lungu. Na ena lungu wene di shamo. Kwa li vadionse ni weva sontafye. Mfia kupuba. Karebo leader katumpa ati ni lungu. Na imu asumina tiyo chachine ni lungu. Eyo lungu mwine na ena fuiroko kana. Ebere hao mwachira mwokula mbika mfia kupuba. Noko basoka. Ngefu haba na angkwe baka soka Kagame. And neighboring countries. O UPR nkuruniziza wafuire. Ale kasoka Kagame. Ati Kagame walitumpa wika wekeshapo kula vika ichalo chesu mfia ku Rwanda. Na Museveni na ena efi wachita. Na ku Tanzania kuine fimo fili. Na Uhuru Kenyatta na nkwe wine ali mwebera po Kagame. Chiragochuku Kagame afwaya fyo aba kusonta every day. Read the random story every day. Kagame is always looking for somebody to blame. Never him. You know, it's the Congolese, Shani katumba masoja ku Congo. It's the Ugandans nicho fe ali firogo tuma masoja ku Uganda because Museveni this savage. You know, akalifirwa Kenya akalifirwa. Ethiopia afirwa, South Sudan afirwa, Tanzania afirwa, nomba chamu ichiwa. Mfo wafya. Chamu kola. Zambia. Council, it's not Kagame but Sankara. Fimofine. The reason why Sankara has survived is because Kagame wants him to survive. Simple. Okay? When you are implicating a head of state, it's a national issue. Kagame cannot say that, no, this is a case that is in court. That is nonsense. Kagame cannot say that this matter is in court when that court is implicating the head of state of another country. Do you understand that? It's very serious. Kagame had no kupela advance notice to the Zambian state. Okweva tinkwata ko rebel leader uli before the High Court. And evidence arefu okulanda yakweva timwe mule supporter. Advance notice, not if you court fiasa chitika fie of. And it surprises everyone. And Zambia has to send a delegate to Kuyakudi Kagame. Zambia must rise above the clouds and see exactly what is Kagame's end game. Warn him. Eka weke shapo. Anso Kagame, let me warn you on behalf of Balungu, because Balungu tabashipa. So, leka njiminine, on behalf of Balungu, leka nkusoke. Wika weke shapo kulumbu la lungu mufia puba, ifia Rwanda. Mwema Rwanda zigamlefu wako muipa efi mumutende. Leave us alone. We have big issues to deal with Lungu, please. Let not Kagame be one of them. You know, you fight a lot, you are tribalist, shining Rwanda. Just do it by yourselves. If you want us to help you, we can help you come in the middle, you know. But if you go at mention Lungu is involved in your Rwandan confusion, please stop. Zambia, when you mention the head of state in another country, you are implicating all of us. Don't. And then a GBM win, era vika by UPN default na. We've got to end here. Yeah, this has been the longest. Nabantu Vatendwa. Okay, bye-bye. Bless you. Don't forget to like our page, eliasmunsha.org. That's our website. Elias Munsha verified Facebook page. Okay, we have this. We have verified it for a reason. So, you know, you don't make up things. If you want a verified Facebook page, like it. Ask others to like it as well. You know, don't be selfish. No. Spread the love around. Let others also like our page. On YouTube, we have a YouTube channel. So, subscribe to it. Okay? Let's continue having these conversations. Thank you very much. And the souls of our departed MPs rest in peace. God bless you and God bless our country. Thank you.